You click on the right video. You click on the right one. You see the banner down there. Okay. We talking about fake love, prime, and the pivot. But I want you to know you clicked on the right video because I know you see this electoral college map over here. And you might be thinking, what is this? This must be no. You in the right place. Okay. You here with the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. You're in the right place. Well, you might be thinking, well, first, if I'm in the right place, why you got this political thing up here? What does the electoral college map have to do with anything that you about to discuss? I'm about to tell you. I want you to look closely at the map. Look closely at it now. Hold on, let me get this banner out the way for you. Okay. I want you to find Florida. Okay. And this is the electoral college map from the 2016 presidential election, by the way. Donald John Trump versus Hillary Rodham Clinton. Okay. So I want you to find Florida. Everybody see it? Y'all see which way Florida went, right? Okay. Now I want you to go find Louisiana. Okay. Everybody found it. You see which way Louisiana went, right? All right. Both going to Donald John Trump. First, please tell me what the fuck does this have to do with anything? I'm about to tell you. But before I do that, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Cost you nothing to hit that button. Hit the subscribe button right now. So you can always stay down with the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. I am your homeboy first. And I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Okay. But we about to talk about it. But make sure you go ahead and hit that damn button right now. I'm only, I think, like 40 subscriptions away from 5,000. Okay. And I thank you so much for that accomplishment. I'm claiming it right now. Okay. But feel free to join the channel as well. Okay. Become one of the realest ones. If you're down with me, no matter what, you're a real one. But join the channel, become one of the realest ones, or I'll consider you one of the realest ones as well if you hit that Cashapp. I greatly appreciate that for real, because anything you give goes back into the company as that we continue on our quest to be the Amazon, the Walmart of black culture. You feel me? But let's get to it. Okay? I've hooked you in. I got you wondering what the hell is this man talking about? Why did he start this segment showing a damn political map? This is why. Everything's political. I've told y'all before, every damn thing is political. People that say I don't do politics. Prime has said I don't do politics, I do people. Well, goddamn it, politics gonna do you. No matter if you want to do politics, politics gonna do you. Because everything's political. And what that map showed you is that the places where those individuals played football, okay? I'm talking about Deion Sanders, Channing Crowder, Ryan Clark, okay? And who I'm missing? The running back on there. I'm missing him. Fred Taylor, okay? Where they played their football, two of them being at Florida, that's Channing Crowder and Fred Taylor. One of them being at LSU, that's Ryan Clark, and Deion Sanders playing at Florida State. The same motherfuckers that were in those stands do not like you motherfuckers. They don't. That whole y'all got a pick, or Ryan Clark got a big hit, or when Fred Taylor scored a touchdown, or when Channing Crowder had a game-saving tackle or something like that, all that, yeah, fake love. Fake love. And see, we need our athletes to understand that shit. Okay? We need them to understand that shit. Because maybe they'll move differently then. Maybe they'll stop saying all this fuck shit. What you talking about? What you talking about, man? Deion Sanders went on a pivot, which is a podcast. I think I've shouted out before on here. But he went on to the pivot, and once again, on a hit job. I ain't watching. I asked my brother JoJo if he could watch it for me and tell me what was going on. I said, my mental health ain't gonna let me watch it. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of digesting all these fucking hit jobs. I knew based on my job, based on what I do, that I was gonna have to talk about it. Okay, because this ain't no fucking side hustle for me. Okay, I am real deal a businessman. Okay, IG Entertainment is one of my businesses, and this is the way that I take care of my family, through business. You feel me? So I got to do what I got to do. I know I had to talk about it, but I said, man, can you watch it for me? And my brother not only watched that motherfucker, he gave me detailed notes on everything that was said. Okay. He gave me at least 26 things, okay, detailed in what was said. So shout out to my brother Joseph Forbes, okay. I know some of y'all that's been down with me for the long, y'all know him, JoJo No Bad. Okay. I hope to get him back on here soon, okay. But from his notes, there are several things that stood out to me. And I want to address those first. And then I'm going to get back into what I was really, y'all know I be that third eye, to my what I was really thinking about reading through JoJo's notes about the interview. And I did see the viral clip because the Pivot knew what they were doing. They didn't clip out nothing about him getting ready to face off against USC or having to play Oregon or I think he's starting the year against TCU, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't nobody asking no shit about that, or at least I didn't see that in the viral clip. The viral clip is about Jack State. Okay. But there was some other things from my brother's notes. Okay. One is addressing that viral clip where he talking about he didn't just leave Jack State because they didn't have the resources to keep him, which Channing Crowder said. He said it was also about the ideology. What the? So he keep doing that shit. Unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Why? It's unnecessary. You wanted a Power 5 job. You won big in the SWAC. We didn't win the Celebration Bowl, but you did enough winning in the SWAC. The Power 5 said, can you come recruit for us? And let that be it. But it got to be all this other shit. This shit's crazy. Crazy. There was some other things in here, though. Man, again, my brother took good notes. So the man said Travis came for him, signed with him, not Jack State. But that counters exactly what the young man said out his own damn mouth in the CBS interview, in the 60-minute joint. Now, of course, anybody with some damn sense know he came because of Deion Sanders. Ain't no way in the hell that boy would have came there if Deion Sanders wasn't there. And we understand that. We get that. You ain't got to make up lies in the moment to make shit seem better. Trying to uplift my people. And when you say people, do you mean African Americans? And then him saying the same type of shit. Like he just studied the Prime playbook. And he's a kid. He's a kid. He gets to make those kind of mistakes. Okay? He gets to say one thing and do another. It's not the right thing to do, but a kid can grow from that. He's still a kid. Deion Sanders is a grown-ass man to be talking out both sides of his fucking mouth. Come on, man. He had some anti-NIL remarks up in that bitch. I'm so sick of all these coaches. Not just Deion Sanders. I'm sick of any damn coach who complain about NIL. You getting paid. The university getting paid. All these folks getting paid. Quit talking about these boys. Complaining about these boys getting paid. If they getting cooked by somebody in practice who not getting paid, hell, that's just life. Sounds like that kid, once he started cooking them, need to start asking for some NIL money. That's how the league is. You see plenty of time where somebody got broke off big. I'll give you an example. This just popped in my head. I remember when, in the name of the quarterback slipped my mind, but y'all real ones, y'all probably know who I'm talking about. There was a backup quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. He had like one great game near the end of the year, maybe threw like 6 touchdowns or something like that, went dumb. He ended up getting a crazy contract from the Seattle Seahawks, okay? Stupid contract. But then they also drafted Russell Wilson, okay? Y'all know Russell Wilson ended up getting the job, and the rest is history. That kind of shit happens all the time. Russell Wilson was obviously just better than him. That's life. It happens all the time. No matter what sport. You might have a guy who's underpaid and he was not thought of as well, but then he proves himself. That's the way it goes. But nobody should get paid because that happens. What the fuck? And then Prime built a whole fucking image off of money. His whole image is about money. Before he got on his church shit, and before he became a coach, before any of this, you know that motherfucker was about playing football, run fast, and about money. Y'all know it. Y'all heard the song. Must be all that. His whole image. About him. Y'all saw the gold chain and everything. You ain't telling me that when he came out back in them 80s, if they had an NIL, that he wasn't finna, goddamn Bobby Bowden wasn't finna get him without upping that bag. Bobby Bowden still probably up and under the table bag back then. Okay, we know this. What the hell are we talking about, man? Another one. That was mine. Just talking about nobody hated on the Jeffersons for moving up. Like we just hating on him rather than people actually believe. You told motherfuckers, I believe. Do you believe? And folks then believe, but then when you let the believers down, folks upset about that, and that's called hating on you. And then after you and your camp keep throwing shot, saying shit, and then we fucking respond, there's something wrong with it. No, there ain't nobody hating on your motherfucking ass. Damn. Talked about the games not being sold out if it's not a rivalry game. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with your phone or the video. See, if you're not watching me right now, if you're just listening, ain't nothing wrong. You heard that little dead period. That's because I was in disbelief. What? Jackson State annually leads the FCS in attendance. I wonder what this motherfucker would have said if North Dakota had allowed him to start his career there with those empty stadiums. Would he be saying all this shit to them white folk? Nope. Hell no. No. If he was at Campbell like that other brother is, their attendance less than the Jackson State. Check the numbers. Jackson State plays in a building that can hold 60,000 motherfuckers. If that bitch gets half full with 30,000, that's fucking impressive for a small school like Jackson State. Let's say small school, dog. It ain't fucking Florida State. It ain't Florida. It ain't LSU with all these motherfuckers. Hell, we are a small segment of the population as black people. We only make up 12, 13% of the whole fucking country. These dudes are not serious. They're not serious. Just not. Like, come on, man. If Jackson State had a smaller stadium, let's say they had a stadium that seated, let's say they had a stadium like the one Southern Miss had when I was down there for undergrad. I think capacity was like 36,000 or something like that. As a smaller white school, okay, a mid-major, was in Conference USA at the time. Jackson State would routinely sell that bitch out. Even doing a game that's like a throwaway, where folks don't even want to travel to, it's gonna be damn near full. If in a stadium like that, what are you talking about? Where's the logic in these boys talk? See, that's one of the things about these podcasts. Now, see, it's great to have the athletes go on there because now we get stories that we didn't used to be able to get. Because the athletes are relaxed and they feel like I'm talking to another athlete and all that kind of stuff. So that's dope. But when it comes to controversial shit, and you just on there with your partners, some folks you cool with, you don't get no pushback. Like on some of this shit, when you saying stuff like this, like, come on, dog, you know it's a small school, right? Like for Mississippi, which is a small state, like Jack State is still only the 4th biggest school in the state of Mississippi, right? You do know that, right, Deion? And you do know like their attendance, they were doing better than Southern Miss, which is bigger than that. Like, there ain't no pushback. You know what I'm saying? So this bullshit just get to be said, and folks get to act like it's truth, and be in the comment section, yeah, tell them, what the fuck? This is nonsense. Nonsense. Talking about the Celebration Bowl wasn't sold out. Fucking win the Celebration Bowl. Fuck whether it was sold out or not. And again, that was a big ass stadium, but fuck who in this thing. Win that bitch. Come on, man. Now, my brother says that they mentioned him having a higher winning percentage than Eddie Robinson. Okay. And he said, he pointed out it didn't sound like a slight, but like they just, pointed that out. But to my brother's point, and he's right, you can't be doing that comparison. I made a video during Grambling week when Jack said about to play Grambling, saying like, what could Deion Sanders do to surpass Eddie Robinson? And it was he had to stay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the decades that Eddie Robinson stayed, but he had to put a good 10, 15 years in the game because of his celebrity, was able to do some stuff that Eddie Robinson wasn't able to do, in part because Eddie Robinson was dealing with overt racism back then. Overt in your face. In your face is right there. That's what Eddie was dealing with. Walmart wasn't trying to just do business with Eddie just off the strength and stuff like that. All these other folks that probably got a relationship with, some of this stuff was not accessible to Eddie because of fucking racial discrimination. You feel me? That man still got it done. So context matters, but again, on some of these podcasts, like I don't want to be one of them ones to interview somebody. If it's just a fun interview, that's cool. But if it's like, okay, I know you known for controversy. Like me and my brother talk about this all the time. Like if I interview O.J. Simpson, there's no way I can leave the fucking room without saying to O.J. Simpson, man, now your quote saying you don't go to USC games anymore because the killer might be there. Now, sir, seriously. I would have to say that to OJ. I wouldn't be the realest if I didn't say OJ. Now, seriously. Sorry, Mr. Simpson, seriously. Come on now, sir. I couldn't do it. I couldn't interview like Donald Trump or something, and I say, bro, really? You thought that saying you can grab one by a pussy was okay? Like for a presidential candidate, you thought that was just locker room talk and everybody just overlooked that shit. Like, really? You thought that? Like, I would have to say this shit to these folks. Otherwise, I lose my credibility. But folks just be letting these cats make it with nonsense. Nonsense. Okay? Saying that, then this is the last one before I get back to what I really want to talk about, okay? I'm sorry. I just hate bullshit. Now he's saying you can be a dog no matter what kind of household you come from, whether you come from a single parent or dual parent. It depends on the person. That's the only shit that folk were trying to say. That's what people were trying to say when it came to those remarks. And all the prime supporters like, oh, y'all taking him out of context. Yeah. No, clearly he know that shit was wrong what he said. We trying to get a laugh out of Rich Eisen. He still want to be this entertainer. But now you got to be head coach. But he wants that fake love. Thrives off that fucking fake love. How you know it's fake? First, how you know them folk don't really love him? What you mean? How can they be racist when they're cheering for him? First of all, I'm not calling everybody at the University of Florida or Florida State or Louisiana State racist. Not saying that. But what I am saying is that based on the demographics of the old university and based on the voting patterns of the states that those universities are in, based on the electoral results that I've seen throughout the years, they tend to either turn a blind eye to racist policies or politicians who are outright racist. They just turn a blind eye to it. That's why I used the Electoral College map with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, because that's all Trump was selling. Miss me with the damn tax cuts. Any one of them damn other 15, 16 candidates that year in 2016, all them other Republicans would have given you the fucking tax cuts. Miss me with the abortion shit. Any of them damn candidates would have appointed conservative judges that were anti-Roe v. Wade. Any of them would have done that. Any of them would have done deregulation of businesses. Any of them would have done that. Any of them would have been trying to get rid of Obamacare. Any of them would have done that. But only one of them had the balls to be openly racist. Only one of them had the balls to sit up there and say that Mexico is not sending us their best people. They're sending the thugs, rapists, and I assume some of them are good people. Only one of them had the balls to openly in public say, black people, you might as well vote for me because what the hell do you have to lose? Only one of them had the balls that after George Floyd was murdered, this motherfucker sat up here and said to people who were angry and who were out here in these streets, some of them that started looting, that son bitch said when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Only one of them did that, and that was Donald Trump. And he still had millions of people vote for him. Now, I showed y'all the 2016 map. So that map was before he did all the other shit in terms of the George Floyd situation, or in terms of some of the other like idiotic shit that he did while he was up in there. But a couple of things I said happened during that campaign. He started that campaign with the bullshit about the Mexicans. During that campaign in 2016, he said the shit about what the hell do you have to lose. That was then. And voters in Florida and Louisiana still said, that's our guy. And them same folk, many of them, walk into Florida and be but then hate the hoods that them men and damn on that show come from. Or Florida State, but hate the hood that Deion Sanders came from. The way his mama, he says his mama was poor, cleaning up for people and shit like that. He talked about the struggles of his father. So I'm assuming they want government assistance. These same folks you swear up and down love your motherfucking ass, hated the shit that sustained your life, hated those programs. Probably would have looked at your mama as a welfare queen or some shit like that. Hate your motherfucking ass. Over there at LSU, Death Valley, no environment like it. Ryan Clark and them like, come on, you know Louisiana ain't nothing but a sister of Mississippi. Come on now. Come on. So them same folk walking up in there to Death Valley to see you play don't really fucking fuck with you. Come on, man. The love that was given to Deion Sanders and his family at Jackson University, that shit was authentic. Why? Because we are the culture. The way he was rocking them chains, we ain't had no problem with that. The way he was rocking his ball cap, we ain't had no problem with that. We do that shit. People here didn't give a fuck about him praying and all that kind of shit. Hell, at the game, they were playing gospel. He turned around to the crowd, vibing. You ain't get no letters or nothing like that, to my knowledge. Saying don't pray with the kids. We know because black folks probably the most religious group of people in the whole country. You feel me? We ain't have a problem with him saying, play me my theme music or give me my theme music. And then, having some rappers come through that thing, gangster rappers, drug dealing motherfuckers coming through that thing. That's the culture. Okay? We listen to rap music. We had no problem with it. So it was real authentic love because black folk felt like that's one of our own who made it out of struggle, went on to prominence to get fame and fortune, who returns home to help us do the same. So that was some real fucking love. That ain't the kind of fucking love that y'all got. And I'm talking directly to Deion Sanders, Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, Channing Crowd. That ain't the kind of love that come from the motherfuckers at Florida, Florida State, and Louisiana State. It's not. Not based on what I see. Because if it was, why in the hell would these places support somebody who was clearly against black people? And y'all can give me his platinum plan and what he did with the HBCU money, or what's the other one motherfuckers like to try to throw out? There's a bunch of them folks try to throw out. That bill, that the one-step bill or something like that. Y'all give me all that shit. Miss me with all that shit. Miss me with it. Hell, Abraham Lincoln did the Emancipation Proclamation and still was a flaming fucking racist. Look it up. So you can miss me with any of this little shit that boy did. And this boy was openly that. And the places where the old boy played their football. That's that guy. Not all of them, but many. So that's the kind of shit I was thinking about, man. We got to raise our kids up to not start to seek out this fake love and fake praise, not to put down your own people because other people who with money and things like that are giving you this fake love and shit like that, not to sling slime on people who are already struggling to make it, not to step on the toes of folks that gave you a fucking chance. You feel me? Not to turn your back on the people who were there for you before these folks, before LSU and before Florida State, before Florida ever stepped up. You in these hoods. You in these hoods and you in some of these schools that's fucked up. But them people nurtured you enough. Them people loved you enough. Them people fed you enough that you made it to where these other folks with the fake love say, oh, we want you. But because they gave you some under the table money, that was throwaway money for them. They ain't needed discretionary spending. You were fine with it. Oh, they must be superior. It must be something special about them. Read a fucking book. Read a book and figure out how shit got this way. Read a book. Figure out why an HBCU exists in the first place. Read a book. Then you'll see that a lot of this praise and admiration and that you seek from folks that you think have such a better ideology and a better philosophy and a forward progressive way of thinking, that love is fake as a motherfucker. So when you ask for your theme music this year, It should be Fake Love by Drake. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?